there's a TikToker, Fannie Mae Lee, who is allegedly trying to profit off of what would be modern day blackface. She's using excessive tanning and likely some kind of body colors as well. And then she's portraying racist depictions of Black culture and using African-American vernacular English. She is really doing the most. According to an article at the Daily Dot, the user at Fannie Mae Lee utilizes hashtags like hashtag Black Girl Magic and declares herself a self-made, and I mean made with an I, Black woman. Despite being a white woman, she touts that she is 0.9% South African and considers herself Black. The creator also commonly misspells words in a racist depiction of African-American vernacular English. That's at AAVE. Now, she is being called out by this TikToker who's named Christina. She is at tik.tok.tina. Now, and this drew attention to the videos. Now, Christina says that she was reluctant to make a video about the creator because she was unsure of whether or not the account was real or a joke, as she didn't want to draw more attention to the TikToker. However, she says she needed to call out the creator for her Black face. Yeah, this is who this person is, and this is pretty wild. I guess, can we put up some pictures, show what this woman is about? Yeah, there you go. This Fannie Mae Lee, this account also reportedly includes links to her Cash App, GoFundMe, seeking roughly $1,100, says her boyfriend's house needs to be rebuilt. I don't know. Again, this is just trash behavior from someone, and it appears also that she might even be posting to a new account using old videos, but we definitely know that we've seen this, and it is not a good look, and it is completely and totally unacceptable. Yeah, and also all that tanning is dangerous, but as far as I'm concerned, I really don't care what happens to her, because if she is exploiting Black culture with this false sense of melanin, but also using these derogatory kind of annotations for Black people, I'm over it. Ravana.
Yeah, I just want to say, my fellow white people, we're not allowed to do ancestry.com DNA tests anymore. You're canceled from doing that. We don't need another 0.9% South African person to do this again. But I honestly, I was saying this to you before, but when I read the title of the story, I was expecting something a little different, because there is this racist and horrible phenomenon in predominantly Eastern Europe, where people will do blackface, particularly women influencers will do blackface, but not in the way where they're admitting, like this girl was, that she is white. They portray themselves to be Black. They try to bury their past as much as they can. So much so that two of those models from Russia were accidentally hired by Rihanna to model her clothing, which was exclusively using Black models at that time, before they found out that they were actually white women doing blackface. So I was expecting that type of Rachel Dolezal situation, not this type of Justin Trudeau situation that was happening here. And oh my God, I'm sorry, if she's tanning to get like that, she's gonna die real early, because we saw the before pictures of her. It's just so unnatural for her to ever achieve that color of her skin. It's gross, but I mean, it's also horrifically racist. And it does need to be called out, but I think you and I both know, we make videos for Rebel HQ. Sometimes you have to make a decision. Do I want to call this out because it needs to be called out? Do I want to let it be because I don't want to bring more attention to it? But I think she made the right call here. This is disgusting behavior, and no one should be allowed to do this online, and definitely not be allowed to make money doing it online.
No, and also the crummy part is that TikTok allows this to exist. It knows that this is just a modern day ministerial show, and it's allowing it to go on. But then again, it's like TikTok, all it does is end up suppressing the Black voices out there while promoting the white voices that are mocking or copying off of Black voices. And this is just the extreme version of this, and yet it's still allowed to persist and to be on this platform. But yeah, there are a lot of platforms out there that are engaged in all sorts of trash behavior, and one of them is the fast fashion retailer Shein, I believe it is, SHEIN. I know many of us have heard of it. Well, it was called out by a Black TikToker for allegedly photoshopping a white model Black. Yeah, that's right. The TikTok user at Hertz Care shared a screenshot of the allegedly edited model from the brand's online catalog. So while swimsuit shopping online, so what she did is she first clicked on the photo of a dark-skinned woman in a pink swimsuit. She noticed the trash quality of the images, clicking on another, and then she noticed it's the same exact pose, same movement, same nails. Yeah, it's the same photo. The skin has simply been darkened because, hey, why work with a black model when you can just darken the skin color of a white model? And when they were reached out to for comment, well, a Shine representative told Daily Dot this: "We were surprised to learn that one of our suppliers provided photos which were altered in an unacceptable way. We are contacting the supplier and have removed the images from our site. We celebrate diversity in all shapes, sizes, and colors, and these images do not accurately represent that." While I think that that is a great statement, I'm really glad that they did take that down. Also, show me your board of directors. Show me your executive level. I would love to see photos of those people because I would assume that maybe it's not fully representative of all this diversity that you tout. I want to see what your diversity inside your company looks like. And until I do, I'm going to assume that that statement was nothing but performative antics, especially from a company that engages in fast fashion that we all know is very, very detrimental to the environment. Yeah, I doubt that they really care about people of color, and I'm sure that their supplier, who they're doing business with, is probably a reflection of them and how they do business. But once again, show me your board of directors, show me your vendor and supply chain agreements and the companies with whom you work. That's how I'm gonna know whether you are sincere in your statement or not, right?
Yeah, Shein is a horrible company, and I implore everyone watching not to purchase anything from them. They also have really horrifying, exploitive labor practices within the company. Aside from just being horrific for the environment, as fast fashion is, please don't buy from them. But this is when you're shopping online and a shirt has like multiple colors, you'll see them just Photoshop the same model in the same pose wearing the same shirt as a different color. I don't know why on earth they would think that that could translate now to, why don't we just do that with skin color to make it look like we're doing, having a more diverse model hiring. It's just gross. It really is gross because they want the clout, right? They want the clout of looking like they have a diverse workplace without actually doing any of the work and while taking jobs away from black models. It's disgusting, it's anti-black, and that's just one of the reasons that people should not buy from Shein. On top of all of the other problems, definitely don't buy from that company.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you were able to clarify the name of the company. I'm completely okay that I couldn't pronounce it or didn't know it well enough because I know it, but I do know to stay away from it. Also, it just also speaks to this white gaze and the body that I guess white America to be more attractive, because the fact is that there are a lot of black people and white people who don't necessarily look like that, but the thought that you can just transpose one body for another, it really just speaks to how problematic that is. Because while I do want to see someone who looks like me and what would this look like on my skin color, the thing is I don't need to be reminded of the fact that white America is dominant and that is the body that they've determined should be reflective of me or of beauty standards in the rest of the world. I have seen the whole color transformation with skin color used in like wedding ring or ring websites where you'd want to see what does this ring look like on my hand. And I didn't take issue with that in terms of, because it doesn't just take one and copy from another. You literally get to choose the gradation of the skin color so you can kind of get a feel for that. And that didn't bother me as much as something like this actually bothers me. I don't necessarily fully know why, but I think in part just because this company has been so low budget, but also that it's trying to pass this off. I think that that's really, really problematic. But also too, well, what you can do is simply not purchase from them. And while I don't purchase from them, I will probably never realize how to say their name properly, even though Ray just said it. And I'm all right with that.